thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me, the Babbler. That is me on this revolutionary, evolutionary rise that is happening in this namaste times. So I haven't done one of these car babbles in a little while where I actually pull over and have this moment to be able to fly high and just connect with our divine, whatever that may be for you. Outside in nature too. I was going to record outside, but it's a little nippy. It's beautiful outside and I love outside. I'm not saying anything. I feel very hermit mode like in terms of clear communication. So it's kind of like putting up a speaker system inside of a cave and allowing the hermit to go inside the cave and speak into the mic that amplifies outside of the cave whatever downloads, uploads, whatever channelings are being channeled, received, or gifted. Perception is always going to be key to your reality of things. So either way, I love doing random page turners of books, even though I do read the book, and even while reading the book, even if I haven't completed the book, at some points of different, depending, because you know my dial-up with spirit is different. I pick random things. It could be the book I'm reading, it could be a book I'm not reading, but I love books. That would be me. I love the smell of books. It'd be that serious. I am a book. Yeah, live symbolic, okay? And so I love turning to random pages and allowing for spirit to connect and speak in these creative outlet of imaginative kind of ways that we should be growing more comfortable and accustomed to allowing ourselves to partake in freely. Like, people are so embarrassed to do things in, let's say, public that is like even prayerful or mindful or spiritual, for fear of ridicule or not being accepted, or you know, hearing other people's opinions, or being, you know, whatever the case may be. I'm told I say that a lot. Anyways, it's part of my language, okay? We each come from our different parts of the this perceived 3D reality that is holographic, you see, in some kind of trajectory of a insidious seed that goes plantations deep into our physique, because we are model number pop pop pop. We are experiment number boop boop boop. We are evolution. We are the generation of evolution. Boop boop boop. Like this continuum of quantum realities that all exists within this abstract reality that contains all reality, in this perceived holographic reality that has over time found, created, grew a shell, a vessel, an orb, a vehicle into some parallel reality that exists with all other realities, okay? That creates the illusion to every vehicle that they operate it. I don't even know where I was going. I was really trying to be like listening to, you know, the funny thing with, you know, I've been finer tuning my inner tuning and wanting to understand this phenomena of evolution that is occurring to and for all of us. And so to finally sit back and appreciate my own evolution and see how cosmic and quantum it truly is, that it mind blows, and my mind is blown infinitely. I'm constantly like amazed at the continuum of this elevation, revelation, that I'm living in this anticipation that is excitement and flow, choosing to grow in this light, knowing that the practice that I do, yeah, it might be a fight, but I got this, all right. And so with time, now that I see, because now time is the essence of all creations of our earthly 3D reality of perceived manifestation, it takes longer on this realm, or it's perceived to take longer to make manifest something that is in the ethers that you are bringing out into creation, because it requires a certain level of discipline, practice, focus, understanding, and diving that not everybody does, wants, takes, or even is woke to, right? But what I've been actually, like, even my daughter and my cousin, we were all like talking the other day, whoa, see how that goes. We were all talking the other day about how they are so like amazed, and this is the younger generation, right? If we want to go into generational systems, right? This is 18, 19, 20-year-olds. These are the rainbows born in the 2000s, right? These are these rainbow bright children of a different kind of reality that exists for them based off of their upbringing that has afforded them a different kind of support system that previous generations did not have. Because for whatever reason, their upbringing, and even if they come from a other siblings that were born in other generations, let's say, and those rainbows, those, like, I hate putting labels, but you can research and do whatever you want, take what resonates, let go what does not. It's just for understanding your scope of things. It's not to define or keep you in that set of just belief systems that will expand as you expand too. So wherever you are here is however you're going to receive this external stimuli of esoteric knowledge, information, growth, evolution, that's going to come to you in the increments that you are prepared for, that you are ready for, that you have worked for, that you are open to, that, so for everybody it's going to be different depending on your leveling up, and I don't even like to point up because there is no up. That's just illusion. That's perception. You see, there is no up. Everything is. This is space. Like, we give direction to things, but in all things, it just is. We want to communicate, and we want to navigate, and we want to control, and we want to manipulate, and we want to create, and we want to fix, and we want to alter certain levels of reality based off of our own growth system. So we create certain kind of things that come into the external realm through the ethers of our creations, being disciplined and finding some leveling of management that occurs within your system that inspires you to create something that is seen in the ethers, in your imagination, that you create as chances are, if you are tuning into any of my channels, whether it be Instagram, whether it be YouTube, whether it be my blog, it's safe to say that you are a very creative soul. Whatever field of business you are in, or whatever the case may be, you are not only just a creative soul, you are so an angel to others, especially to others. You are a beacon of light, hope, joy to those around you, whether you realize it or acknowledge that sense of peace you gift to other people. You have maybe gone through the ringer in whatever shape, form the ringer is or has been for you. Everybody's storyline is going to be different. But you are a survivor. You are not a victim. You are not a product of your environment. You are the link, the sink, the lens, the bridge, the elixir, the potion, the magic, the guide, in other people's lives, in whatever shape, form that exists for you. And you're also, no matter what field you are in to support yourself, a creative and a wild and free spirit that has probably been suppressed, oppressed, made to not feel or know your own sense of worth and value, and probably deprived of affection, love, and freaking acknowledgement from those that mattered to you, that you would have loved to have heard, all these things from, having a tough upbringing too. There's various people that are going to come through this channel, and they're all from different walks of life. And even now in my day-to-day, you'd be surprised at the people I work with, and on every given scale. I work with souls. I don't go into the hierarchy system of this world. Everyone that wants my help will seek it. That's another lesson, probably, if you're watching, that has been tough, and you're probably still putting and setting and creating and reorganizing and constantly now working better on your own discernment, and in being taken advantage of because of your compassion, because of your good heart, because you will do it, because yes, you want to help, because you are that go-to person, guide for everybody in your life. And then people that just you don't even know gravitate towards you too, and spill onto you the very things because they just feel like they can connect with you in that kind of way. The learning of the discerning of your role, and then also your value. And if you're tuning in, and I'm not saying this is where you are now, you probably have shortchanged yourself a lot in this life because of your sense of, or lack thereof, of value, worth, love, compassion, forgiveness. The same dedication you find yourself giving to others for their validation, seeking validation outside of yourself, that has drained you, or just doing what you feel is right just to keep the peace, but meanwhile it's not right. It's freaking like, drowning you out, and then you become a shell of your own existence, and then before you know it, you're just like everyone else. Living behind a mask, a shell of your own existence, disconnected from everything that you are and everything that this all is, even if we don't know what it is. So yeah, random page turners. I didn't know I was going to start talking smack like that, but I'm looking at the time now and I'm like, wow, I've been going for a little 11:11, 11:11, literally. I remember when I was getting frustrated with 11:11, and people were like, what does 11:11 mean to you? I used to say the devil's number. They find it funny, and I'm just like, it's the devil's number. Mind you, my whole concept and understanding, overstanding of just devil and God, period, is not even what you would consider or learn textbook-wise. Like, oh, God and the devil. Interesting disguises that we externalize in this life and be chained to this cycle of I hear a lot fear-based system of tyrannical practice that intentionally has fed the generational cycle system for so beyond the millennia of what you can even conceive of what time, how long time is. You have no concept of how long all of this has been going on. How can you measure time based off of just your perception of an experience, of an ability to see a certain timeline and call it time? That's just one linear perspective of a speck, of a drop, of a drip in an ocean that still ain't the time you think you know. Still ain't I'm using that word, okay? Still is not, okay, I guess it's not. It's still not, what was I saying? I started reading. Alright, so anyways, random page turner, we'll go back to that and whatever. I can't believe I left my glasses on. Like, because it's crazy how we grow in our self-acceptance and our abilities to accept ourselves. It's so hard to do in this kind of perceived 3D reality of a generation system that critiques and then holds high whatever lens scope they want the world to move along with. This is dominatrix style, that take the whip, okay, and like, let's shape a reality into place. This is a ruling system that will whip you into shape. And if you dare speak against or do anything that is outside this whip, that I will whip onto you, slave, driver, mover. In this realm we are. Oh, we think that we attach ourselves to the vessels and hold on tight to this body that we are going to reincarnate in this vessel you see. Oh, do you not see the karmic deed of these things we breed, that seed incomplete information? I remember when I was taking psychology and I decided against it in the Western psychology method because I was so frustrated and so like upset, because I was like, how throwing my textbook on the floor. I'm like, how can we be learning? Fine, it's great to learn the history of things and how things have developed over time, but this was literally applying methods and psychology that is still applied in the scope of practice in our now today, of how they determine based off of these theories and previous test case studies that have once upon a time been placed. That you got to remember, when you do any kind of study, there's infinite potential to that study, no matter how controlled of a study you think you can do or have. There is no control. That's an illusion too. So all you learn from any study is whatever information comes up, that's one of many potentials. It doesn't make it definitive as the only thing that can occur from this controlled study. How many of you are the anomalies? I'm an anomaly. I don't fit in with the construct. Most people don't. But because they stop where they are,